In the series of videos of taking your handheld Garmin GPS device abroad, we're just going to cover on this video the mapping on your GPS device. We've also got the video in this set that covers on a computer where you can see the maps in Garmin software, and also the options we've got on the GPS training website where you can purchase different map options for countries that you're traveling to. A lot of the Garmin handheld devices now include European maps preloaded on the unit, Garmin's own TopoActive Europe maps. These can be updated for free using a program called Garmin Express on a computer. If you've got the very latest GPS Map 67 or 67i series, you can actually update the TopoActive Europe maps using Wi-Fi directly on the unit. On our online training courses that you get as part of your package, if you've purchased your device from us, we do go into a lot more detail on how you update maps on something like the 67 using Wi-Fi or on other devices using Garmin Express. It is definitely worth keeping your maps up to date if you are going to travel abroad. Now, on the European maps that you get with a lot of the Garmin units, the TopoActive maps, they are a digital map. And rather than being a raster map, they are actually a vector map. So that means the settings on your unit where you can change a detail level setting, and that will improve how the map looks. There's also a setting in Garmin Basecamp that you can do relating to this. So it's just a quick look at the TopoActive Europe map on the unit that I've got here today. So I've bought this unit with an Ordnance Survey Great Britain map card, but if I was abroad, I wouldn't see that map on the unit. I would see whatever maps are preloaded. Now, some units, if they don't come preloaded with European mapping, you're going to see an extremely basic map on the screen, which is really just an outline of a country. That's why on the other video we've put in this series, we do show you on a computer where you can go onto our website and lots of different options of maps available. But I'm just going to show you something here. If I actually go into my settings, so from the map screen, press the menu button once and go into map setup. It may be configure maps depending on what unit you've got. I've got map manager. Some units will have a different menu setting, but it's normally the very top one to do with configuring or managing your maps. If I go down the screen here, TopoActive maps are my European maps, so I've got them loaded. But as I go down the screen, if you've got an Ordnance Survey map card, so I'm in Great Britain, I've got the 1 to 25 map card where I've got lots of different regions listed. You may have something like the 1 to 50 map card. That's the only one you will see. Now, if you've went abroad out of Great Britain, you don't need to turn these maps off to see the European preloaded maps. If you have got them, they will automatically appear on your device. But just to give you an idea of a setting called detail level, I'm actually just going to scroll down this list and turn off my North East England Ordnance Survey map, just so you can see what the latest TopoActive Europe map looks like. I am in Great Britain, so it's going to give you an example of it in Great Britain, but you do get this map on a lot of GPS devices, including the 67 and the 67i already loaded on the device. So by turning off the Ordnance Survey map that is on a micro SD card in the side of my unit, it'll then allow on the display, I've now got the TopoActive Europe map. I'm just going to actually go back into my map setup because I did actually have another map on this unit that I've downloaded from Garmin. So I'm just turning that one off. So the TopoActive maps are always on as default. Normally you can disable them on some units, so you just make sure TopoActive maps are not disabled. And now on the screen, that is my European map that covers all of Europe. Now, what I can do if I want to make it a bit more detailed, if I go back into settings from the menu button and map setup and go down to advanced setup. So on all of the GPSs we sell that have color screens and maps, you can go from your main menu into settings, into maps. There'll be an advanced setup screen with something that says detail. If you're viewing an Ordnance Survey raster map for Great Britain, changing the detail level will not change what you see. It sometimes just makes the map load a little bit slower. But if you're viewing a digital map, the example I'm using today is the Garmin preloaded TopoActive Europe map. I can knock that detail level up to more or most. You can find sometimes if you put it on the highest level, it's a little bit too detailed, but you can have a play about it and work out what works best So that is on a higher detail level setting. So you'll find, especially when you're in an urban environment, you'll just see more icons on the screen. Could be car park symbols, shops, hospitals, etc. I'm just going to move the map up. You do get footpaths and trails marked on here. It's not going to be as detailed as Ordnance Survey maps for Great Britain or some of the examples that we've shown you that you can purchase for other countries that Garmin sell. An example would be we can get France IGN maps. But what will happen now, I'll just show you, if I go back to the main menu and map setup and back to advanced setup, if I put the detail now down to a lower setting and quit out, all of a sudden certain icons have disappeared and some of the tracks and trails. So I just thought that was nice to show you. But if you watch the video that we've also got in this series with all the different map options that are available to purchase, we cover those from our website. And also how you can get those maps to put on your unit. It may be you're travelling out of Europe and you want maps for other countries as well. But we hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.